Welcome or welcome back. It's your girl Sarah, and I'm back with another courier business hack. If you've been trying to break into the courier business and wondering what companies are actually onboarding drivers right now, this video is for you. I went through my comments and realized my audience is literally all over the country. Here's a few states that were mentioned in comments on previous videos. There was Texas, Florida, Georgia, Ohio, Louisiana, Maryland, California, New York, Massachusetts, Mississippi, and Michigan. So I decided to break down 10 courier companies across America that are currently onboarding independent contractors in these different regions. And I'm not just gonna list names. We're talking about what they deliver, what vehicles they use, whether the work is dedicated routes, on demand, or both. And in some cases, we'll talk actual pay numbers currently shown on job listings. And here's a quick disclaimer. Pay always varies based on your market, miles, route density, vehicle type, and contract structure. So let's get started. First up is Priority Dispatch out of Ohio. Priority Dispatch is heavily focused on medical deliveries, pharmacy deliveries, healthcare logistics, and scheduled medication routes. They currently have onboarding opportunities in Ohio and Pennsylvania and surrounding Midwest regions. Most of their contractor positions are for cars, SUVs, and minivans. These are scheduled medical routes, delivering medication to pharmacies, long-term care facilities, and healthcare locations. One current position posted in Columbus, Ohio, mentioned Monday through Friday availability, overnight medication routes, 3 to 8 hour runs available, and weekly direct deposit for 1099 contractors. Another posting mentioned up to $600 in a retention bonus, with routes ranging from 100 to 435 miles daily, depending on your shift and route type. Now, let's move down to Louisiana and talk about lab logistics. Lab logistics is more healthcare and specimen focused. This is the type of company where you may be transporting lab specimens, medical supplies, pharmaceuticals, and healthcare related deliveries. This type of work is usually better for organized drivers, dependable and on-time drivers, and people comfortable with time-sensitive, critical deliveries. Vehicle types are commonly cars, SUVs, and sometimes cargo vans, depending on market needs. Now, if you're in Florida or Georgia, one company worth researching is definitely Courier Express. Courier Express has a strong footprint throughout the Southeast, and they focus heavily on routed deliveries, parcel deliveries, business logistics, and final mile operations. This is usually more structured than just random app work. Vehicle types may include cargo vans, sprinter vans, SUVs, and sometimes box trucks, depending on contractor needs. This type of work is often best for people who prefer consistency, familiar routes, and daily volume. Now, staying in Georgia, National Courier Express currently has onboarding opportunities for independent medical courier contractors in Georgia. I think it's like Kensaw, Georgia. Now, according to a current Indeed posting, they listed $150 to $400 per day with flexible schedules and part-time opportunities also available. This is healthcare-focused courier work and typically involves medical deliveries, specimens, pharmaceuticals, and healthcare logistics. Vehicle types commonly include cars, SUVs, and small cargo vans, kind of like the Connects. Now, if you're in Maryland or California, let's talk about American Expediting Company. This company is heavily involved in medical logistics, pharmaceutical deliveries, legal deliveries, and time-sensitive freight. They operate in multiple major metro markets across the country. This is one of the more personalized, professional logistic operations on the list. Vehicle types can include cars, SUVs, cargo vans, and sprinter vans, and sometimes larger vehicles depending on contract type. Now, if you're in New York, Easy Courier is another company worth looking into. This is more same-day urban courier style work, especially in dense cities where rush delivery, legal delivery, medical delivery, and business delivery demand stays high. This can be a good fit for cars, SUVs, and smaller vehicles navigating tighter city environments. Now, let's come back down to Texas and talk about Package Express. Package Express has been around a long time, and they handle routed deliveries, same-day courier work, medical, business logistics, and scheduled deliveries. One thing I like is they work with multiple vehicle types, including cars, SUVs, cargo vans, sprinter vans, and sometimes box trucks. This is usually a better fit for people wanting more structured courier opportunities instead of random out deliveries all day long. If you have a 26-foot box truck with a lift gate, this next one is very important. J.B. Hunt is currently operating nationwide with opportunities for 26-foot box trucks with lift gates. According to current postings, some opportunities are paying $700 per day, depending on number of stops, route type, market, miles, and overall contract structure. This is more in-home delivery, white glove, serious final mile, and freight style work. This is not for a car or SUV. This is geared more toward established owner-operators with box trucks and contractors trying to move into larger revenue opportunities. Now, staying in the South, Crosstown Couriers is another company people in Mississippi should know about. This is more localized courier work and can be a solid option for people wanting local routes, medical deliveries, business deliveries, and same-day type of work. The vehicle types are commonly cars, SUVs, and cargo vans. For Massachusetts, let's talk about MDS. MDS focuses heavily on healthcare logistics, medical transportation, and routed healthcare deliveries. This is another company where professionalism and reliability matter heavily because many routes involve healthcare-related deliveries that are time-sensitive. And finally, let's come back to Maryland with XL Courier. XL Courier has historically focused on medical deliveries, legal deliveries, business logistics, and same-day courier operations. This can be a good fit for cars, SUVs, and cargo vans, depending on the route type. Now, listen carefully because this part is important. Do not overwhelm yourself trying to apply for all of these companies. There are 30 companies in one day that you find on job boards. I'd rather see you choose 3 to 5 strong fits. Clean up your resume, get your paperwork together, make the phone calls after applying, and follow up consistently. And learn the industry strategically. And remember, not every company is a fit for every person in every market. Someone with a sedan in Michigan may need a completely different strategy than someone with, say, a cargo van or sprinter van or a box truck in Texas. That's why I teach the 4 levels, because this industry is not one size fits all. So comment below your city, your state, and what vehicle you currently have or plan on starting with. And I may cover your state next. Now, if you want help understanding this courier industry from my D&G Way 4 levels framework, I have my free guide linked below where I break down the levels and how to choose the best lane for your situation. And if you're truly serious about starting or scaling your courier business, make sure you go watch my other videos, because a lot of people ask questions that I already created a video for with the answer. Across those videos, I break down this industry from multiple angles, including how to find contracts, how to find a vehicle, how to start with the vehicle you already have, how to become a medical courier, certifications you need, overall, the 4 levels of the industry. And for those of you who already watched my other videos, already got my free guide, and need some direct strategy and guidance specific to your city, your vehicle, or your goals, I also offer one-on-one training where we go deeper into prospecting, contracts, resume positioning, company research, D&G Way strategy, and choosing the best lane for your situation with a 90-day action roadmap. Everything is linked below in the description as well as in my bio, including my free guide and the one-on-one link to book your session. If your state wasn't mentioned, comment your state and vehicle below, and I will do what I can to include your region in the next video. Peace, hair grease, and I'll see you in the next one.